We gotta go. You wanna go hike them? Oh, I'm not happy about this. I'm Jingle Beard. I got my Dobby ears on. Well, I guess we'll see if we can do Missouri Mountain tomorrow or not.
Today we are doing a twofer, Mount Oxford and Mount Belford. All of the routes for this hike start at the same trailhead, Missouri Gulch, so that's where we're starting, and then we'll get into the routes when we get further up. But at the start of this trail, you start climbing immediately, which honestly we didn't mind because there's a lot of 14ers where it's more easy going at the beginning, and then you gain a lot of the elevation at the end, and it's a lot more at once. This was a little more spread out, so while you did start climbing immediately, we really didn't mind it. So the first mile and a half-ish, I think, you go through this forested area and you switch back up. You'll eventually hit this beautiful creek.
Got it.
And then it opens up a little bit and the wildflowers are insane here. I'll be honest, I was not expecting this hike to be as pretty as it was. I don't know why. I guess because some of the other ones we've done in the area didn't really blow my mind, but this was incredible. We took forever to climb up because we took so many pictures and videos.
I think elkhead's supposed to be nice because you got.
This is not our dog, but this is Reggie, and we made friends with him along the way.
I like Reggie. Missouri.
Whoa.
Right. That should be Belford. All right, good girl.
So here's your first trail junction. You can choose to go left for Mount Belford and go up the Northwest Ridge. This is the standard route. We did not do that. We went right for Elkhead Pass, which is the southwest slopes. It's about a mile and a half longer on the way up, but it was 1000% worth it. We did our research beforehand and everyone said Elkhead Pass was beautiful, and we agree. I'm so glad that we didn't take the standard route. This way was absolutely gorgeous. To give you an idea, that's the standard route up there. You walk up that ridge, and I just gotta say, it looks real boring compared to what we walked through.
Oh, I guess that is true. Right.
Here's a little view looking back at where we came from down below. And again, another view looking over at the standard route. Like, no thank you. Instead, this is what we get to see. Like, this is so much prettier.
Dude, Heidi's gotta be cold. red cloud sunshine. And then we have
Michael carried Lily across most of the stream crossings because it was pretty cold and we didn't want her to get wet and freezing. I will also take this time to mention, be careful doing these stream crossings in the mornings because the rocks were covered in a little bit of ice. Therefore, they were super slippery. No matter how hard we tried, we both slipped in a little bit, like I'm talking 1 foot in up to the ankle. This is another good reminder. Wear Gore-Tex shoes. Bring a spare pair of socks.
text
Yeah, me too.
and how big of a deal it was.
That's crazy. Here's the next little intersection that you get to where you can go right for Missouri Mountain or go left for Elkhead Pass. Of course, we're going to Elkhead Pass.
Dogs, but like,
We did this hike on June 26th, 2025, and this was the only bit of snow we had to walk through on the whole trail. Again, flowers were insane. Like, look how beautiful.
supposed to be going lightweight.
So here we are approaching the top of the pass straight ahead, and then we'll go to the left over there to get to Belford.
We'll be at 5 miles at the fork. 2005.
Here's the view from the top of Elkhead Pass. Again, if you took the standard route for Belford, you would not see any of this. And this was like one of our favorite parts of the whole hike. Wow, yeah. Look at the mountain goat with her little baby.
It's way back into this, like, it's like a holler of aspens.
These are my favorite alpine flowers. These are alpine forget-me-nots. They're such a pretty color, and they were all over.
So Yale's.
Then here we are on the final little approach to Belford. We're going to go to the left over there, and it's behind that hill. You can't really see it right now. And here's the view looking down behind you.
Approach to Missouri over there, that looks really easy. West, south. It's definitely south.
That might be what we're doing tomorrow.
Maybe it doesn't. No, it's right there.
Finally, once we pop over the top of this hill, you'll be able to see Belford for the first time.
Harvard's pretty looking.
And there's the summit of Mount Belford. This actually was way cooler looking than we thought, and once you get up there, you'll see it's a lot smaller than we thought too.
Yeah, totally worth it, right?
Y'all been.
And here we are finally at the summit of Mount Belford. We sat up here for like 15 minutes, ate some snacks, let the dogs rest. And then here's a 360 view from the summit of Belford.
Stuck in my lip. Lily, you want some water? It's thirsty.
Lily, you take nap them? Now we have to go over to Oxford. So you have to descend back down Belford a little bit and take this over to Oxford. So you drop down 600 feet, climb up 600 feet over to Oxford. You can see the trail up the green hill right there. Oh my God, it looks brutal. This was really pretty though, so that helped make it a little less miserable. And honestly, I'm being dramatic. It really wasn't as bad as it looks. Like, it looks way more intimidating on video and looks a lot more intense. Like, it looks steeper to me looking back at videos, and when you're doing it, it doesn't feel as bad. But still, it's annoying to be on top of a 14er, have to go down, up another one. Like, the fact that you lose elevation and have to regain it just sucks no matter what.
Socks?
Yeah.
Did you have those? That color?
Lily's.
If it's out and then just laid there like that, somebody definitely dumped it.
Oh, you're right. It is another false summit. And here we finally are at the top of Oxford. Here's Lily at the summit of Oxford. This was number 18 for her. So Belford was number 17, Oxford's number 18. We could tell the dogs were definitely wearing down at this point. And now it's time to descend down Oxford and go back up Belford again. You can see the ridge right there that we have to go back up. It was a little rough. Tell me this doesn't look like you're just walking into heaven.
What was it? Something about shock or absorbing?
Lily honestly did so good, but we could tell she was tired, so we just picked her up a little bit here and there when we could. Here we are going back over Belford and making our descent down the other side. So we went down the standard route. This is not the way we came up, and I do not recommend going down this way. We were absolutely miserable. It seemed like the ridge went on forever. I feel like it was miserable because it just wasn't as pretty as the way we took up. Also, the downhill and the switchbacks were just really unrelenting and intense, and both of our knees hurt so bad for the last 3 miles of this hike. We ended up being out here for a total of 10 hours. We definitely could have done that much quicker, but we were genuinely enjoying this so much. The views were so pretty, the flowers were gorgeous. We stopped and took our time. This ended up being about 14 miles total round trip with 6,000 feet of elevation gain. Again, we went up the southwest slopes, down the northwest ridge. I would not recommend that. Please just go back down the southwest slopes. It's a little extra mileage, but it's so worth it.
Your car.